In the psychiatric hospital's consultation room, she tearfully poured out her symptoms, claiming to be someone reborn, her mental state already on the verge of collapse. But the doctor keenly saw through her act. The urgency to avoid going out to work was plain to see. Hidden behind her absurd excuses. And no matter how she begged, she was eventually hauled out of the hospital by the orderlies and dumped at the gate. Late at night, she changed into ragged clothes and wandered to the doctor's doorstep like a madwoman, clutching a small box of matches in her hand. The moment the flame flared in the dark, the doctor saw her twisted face through the gap in the curtains and was so startled that he immediately dialed the phone. The next day, she got what she wanted, a psychiatric diagnosis stamped with a red seal, and couldn't suppress the upward curl of her lips. Back home, her father casually hurled a cup of water at her forehead, the icy liquid sliding down her cheeks. She suddenly lunged forward, yanking her sister's hair, unleashing years of pent-up resentment in a flurry of vicious blows. Then she turned to her father, the ferocity in her eyes making him freeze, her fingertips pressed against the shards of the broken cup in a threatening gesture, before she pointed at her sister curled up on the floor, as if declaring some cruel rule. Closing the door, she reached under her pillow and pulled out a family heirloom jade pendant. As her fingers absently traced its carvings, the jade suddenly glowed, and a virtual panel appeared before her, clearly showing the words "Infinite Storage" and "Treasure Mall." Without hesitation, she exchanged for an invisibility cloak and, under the cover of night, slipped into her father's room. Behind a bookshelf in the corner was a hidden door. When she pushed it open, the sight of a room full of antique paintings, calligraphy, gold, and silver made her catch her breath. With a single thought, all the treasures vanished into her system space. At dawn, a cry of shock pierced the calm. Her mother had discovered the secret room completely empty. Her face turning pale, her sister immediately threw herself into their mother's arms, pointing at her bedroom with a face full of gloating accusation. Storming over, her mother slammed the door open, her raised hand yet to fall before she was slapped hard across the face in return. Grabbing her mother's hair, she shoved her face into a basin full of water, releasing her only when her mother's struggle had nearly stopped. The family rushed into the room, surrounding her with harsh accusations. She arched an eyebrow and slowly spread her hands, as if demanding something. Her mother called the police. The officers searched the house for a long time but found nothing. In the chaos, her uncle's voice cut through sharply when the police followed his lead to search. They instead found a large stash of valuables hidden under the floorboards of his bedroom. No one noticed her hand move slightly inside her sleeve. It was where she had transferred the loot during the night while invisible. In the corner of the courtyard, an 800-kilogram bronze bell stood silently. She walked over, gripped its ears with both hands, and slowly lifted it. The sunlight fell across her face, revealing a trace of icy smile. As if the sound about to ring out wasn't a bell, but the final judgment upon this family.